selling your home.
But first, let's hit it. Hi, this is Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our channel and podcast, please subscribe and get notified.
Honestly, you get calls and texts all the time at 252-327-3357. And if you're looking to looking at this video in the Pitt County area, we'd love to talk to you about your home selling goals.
This is a series of the podcast and video that we wanted to do how you sell your home step by step. And the first step that we wanted to mention, doing a research and setting a timeline for selling your house.
Now, honestly, yes, it can be super fast if you have super professional people who are on your goal, but the average house time it takes to sell a house is going to be between 2 to 4 months from start to finish. Don't forget, when someone's going to buy the house, it still takes 30 days in escrow in order for it to close. And
this basically is based off the local market, and if it's the seller market or buyer's market.
Average.
And also the level of the inventory in your market.
If you do have a lot of people competing in your area, it is super important to make your house the best house that people want to buy. This is where the rest of the stuff comes into play and why having a professional on your team is super important. We would definitely talk about a pre-home inspection.
Exactly. That we can find it very cheap. And then what is important basically is identifying any problems at your house, including the structural, mechanical, and electrical or plumbing.
Right, and by addressing these up front, we are not going to have to deal with anything in the future. So while it's been a nice ride of sellers doing nothing and just expecting everything, if the floors are slopey, we're going to have to now talk about it if it's not this crazy seller's market.
And the pros of this pre-inspection really comes to you are really a few steps ahead of your buyer.
Absolutely.
Because you do all of your diligence, and this helps you, the number two, to speed your selling process by doing a substantial repair or the repairs that is needed right now to be done.
That way there's no questions in the future, no problems ahead. Another one is really making sure that your house is sellable. So you're going to do a deep cleaning. We have 57 tips we tell our clients, 57, tell me how you can make your home truly sellable.
And then on top of this timeline, you need to do some research. Therefore, you can check your home value. There are many websites, Zillow or Realtor.com, whatever website that you can give you the automated value market. And then basically you have the power to do some calculation for the equity of the house that you have. What is the equity? How we can calculate the equity?
How much you paid versus how much we're actually going to sell that for. Of course, you're going to have all that equity in your pocket.
Basically, the appraised value that you have right now minus the mortgage balance that you're paying your lender.
Make sure that you are going to get all those net proceeds, and of course I would definitely recommend decluttering, packing away as much as you can, because the more walkable space, the better it is for selling the home. We are absolutely happy to talk to you. We make sure, and especially when this market is now more competitive, that you have people who are ready to make sure that you are the number one advantage, and therefore when you are number one advantage, people want your house. And because even if the other houses sit on the market, as long as your house sells, you get your equity and you walk away faster.
Thank you for being on this podcast and video. See you in next video and podcast.